Thanks. Appreciate it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. My name is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. It's essentially our last event this year. It's the League of Extraordinaries. We do this every second Tuesday and every final Friday. And it's a way of members connecting up with members, not just telling us who you'd like to meet and not just telling Globy who you want to meet. And if you haven't, please do. But it's also an opportunity to jump in and share with members who you'd like to meet. We have a series of things coming up at Global Chamber, including a new portal and the access to Globy. We're going to try to uh, explain how all the different ways you can connect up with not just us at headquarters and us, our global team, and us, our members, early in January. But in the meantime, suffice to say that we're adding more ways. We're adding the team around the world, and it's exciting and it's exhilarating that we can help folks in great ways. Um, I, this particular meeting is one of our favorites because it allows you to explain who you'd like to meet and any particular needs that you have. Let's let's start with perhaps Rama Prasad, if you don't mind. Rama and I have been speaking for quite a while, and thank you for jumping into Global Chamber. You have so many different businesses, and so I'm not sure exactly how this will go in terms of your the kind of help that you need. But I think over the weekend you were, or not over the weekend, but over the holiday, you were explaining about some particular needs. And so the purpose of this conversation is really for you to share more about any particular needs, like the one that you expressed in WhatsApp. And so could you, and do you have the ability now to share, since we have a fairly small group, we still probably need to keep to 3 to 4 minutes per person. Could you let us know a little bit more about who you'd like to meet and how we can help?
Yes, Doug, and no, finally I'm here. As you rightly said, I've been playing hide and seek for quite a few months, I suppose. And finally it's happened, and I'm really glad to be here with you, all of you. And over the last couple of days since I've joined, there's been a lot of activity from different groups, from different members reaching out, and it's been really lovely. And I'm really looking forward to a great association, with all the members of the group. It's for me, the world is a marketplace. So, it doesn't really matter where we sit. We just have to connect with each other, work with each other, build trust, and basically help each other. That's about it. So, in fact, there's quite a few requirements, as I really mentioned to you. One is, this client of mine who's from UAE. He's looking to make, he has his own brand of the RA134A gas refrigerant. He's supplying to different customers in the UAE. So he's currently from India, but then the immediate stock is actually looking at alternate supplies, and of course he's talking with a few suppliers from China now, but then he would definitely like to have other alternate supplies because China is just an alternate for him to go to. So I am continuing to work because there's a lot of manufacturers in France, basically, who can supply this R134A. I can even share the list of manufacturers in France because the supply chain from France would be very close with UAE. So there we'll have a price advantage there. So that is one thing which I am looking for very, very immediately. And my goal for this year, to be is to establish a very strong business network with African countries. I have connected with a few people in Nigeria. I have appointed somebody in Uganda, and I already have a partner who's sitting in Botswana. So that's a start which I've done. I've just sowed in a few seeds here and there, and probably they're just kind of starting to sprout. So I'm hopefully Africa is my main target now because all the more the reason because India is in a very strong position to supply a lot of products that they are currently buying from China. So I'm basically looking to replace the Chinese market. Though I buy material from China myself for the Indian manufacturers, but I strongly believe that India could be a real good alternate supplier to a lot of products. In case a lot of your members are buying from China, it's a good time to look at India as an alternative. Slowly, but then probably we can definitely have a good supply chain from India to start with. So that is my main objective for this particular year, to establish quite strongly in Africa and also to some of the European countries. That's my
Where
aim. And
where
anything
in
and everything you want from India, please feel free to get in touch with me. We can work together, whether we do business or not. I would like to give India a very good shot, for opportunity to do business.
where in India are you based? What are your main companies? And could you
Yeah, I am.
also oh, please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Amma. Yeah, see, I am based out of Chennai. Chennai is one of the four metropolitan cities in India. It's the southern tip of India. So it's a great access to. We have about five or six seaports in and around China. Within about 100 kilometers distance, we have about five seaports near Chennai. So we are globally connected. Quite a great level connection is there in Chennai. And the industry is basically, I am a specialist in construction line. So basically into pre-engineered and prefabricated steel buildings. That's my bread butter jam. That's my product. That's my life product. So anything related to fabrication of steel buildings, metal buildings, and all the accessories related to the steel building manufacturing, like the roofing sheets, the profiles, the insulated panels, bolts, nuts, fasteners, anything that goes into the construction of a steel building. Yes, I'm 100% into that. I'm also very strong in the industrial fabrication line, like auto components, sheet metal fabrication, chemicals, a lot of these things. Anything related with industrial is something is my core strength. And I have a very new product in terms of health and wellness. The adult diapers. It's more like health related products. Connected more with the hospitals, with the old age homes, where there's a lot of requirement for adult diapers, bed linens, and the baby wipes. All the wipes that is used on patients and old people. So we have a fantastic manufacturing unit here who can give high quality product and which is certified by almost it's certified globally. The product has been certified globally by the European Union and European Union standards, by the US standards in Africa. So that is a very, very strong product which I am starting to work on now. So that is something which I can supply from tomorrow. So that kind of thing. And
Brilliant.
basically, the only item I touch in food is only the rice part. Because India is a huge producer of rice, so we can, we concentrate on the Indian global community that is there, so we can give a lot of rice product from here. So this is
Fantastic.
what I'm concentrating on. Yeah.
Fantastic. Cesar, did you have any questions or comments, or just open up the floor to everyone? I know, Cesar, you probably already have some
I
ideas.
I do have a so I'm just connecting to you to two people, Rama, that I just thought it would be a great connection for you. And the
Oh yeah.
question I have is, when you say Africa, any particular markets you're interested? Are you do you have someone in Tanzania?
No, I'm trying to connect somebody in Tanzania, but the main markets I'm concentrating are the let us say the western coast of Africa, which is the Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa. These are things I've been really wanting to connect, have somebody very, very strong.
Okay.
My connections, which I've established already, is with Nigeria, with Uganda, and Botswana. So these three places I have very strong connects. We can work something together there. But Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, yes, I'm really looking forward to work with somebody there.
Okay. I'm gonna be making some connections during the call now for you.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be
Thank you,
nice.
Rama.
You're
Thank you so much.
probably
Thank you, Senator.
another one, Cesar, if you haven't got it, is Dave Binsfeld on the building construction and the work that
Yeah,
he's doing in Africa. And then also, I think we already went back and forth on Renee for the 134A. I
yeah.
think he should be able to help on that one.
Yes, 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 yes. We already talking to each other on that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Renee Van Bardowick, that fellow. Okay. So any other questions for Rama Prasad?
Can I add one more thing, Doug?
Sure. Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah. See, the other product which I'm really wanting to, supply to the African market is the pre-engineered steel buildings. We can, because a lot of these steel buildings go from China to Africa. Some of them, yes, manufacture there and supply there locally. But there is a lot of small buildings, not the big range, the small, medium range, let's say starting from about 2,000 square meters to about 5,000 square meters, which still get shipped out from China. So I look at, replacing those market with Indian products. So that is something which I really want very, very closely working on.
Very good. Great
Yeah.
great information, great products,
Yeah.
and also I'm glad you're on board. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Let's keep going around the room. Let's go to Rhonda Bowen in Germany. Rhonda, welcome. Happy New Year soon. You're wrapping up the year and you're continuing to be busy right up to the last minute. So thank you for joining today. How can we help? Who would you like to meet?
Well, it's wonderful to see so many people here. And as I said, the wrong kind of Indian, but you understand. Uh, and I am almost ready as soon as I get the message from the government in Tallinn to go and register my company in Estonia. So the Midwise Alliance, thank you for all of you who've mentioned it or noticed it already, will be going into its actual formation legally in Estonia as an e-company, and I am now officially an e-resident of Estonia. For any of you who would be interested in joining a group of people who are looking to support the wisdom from the middle of society, not the extremes that we hear in the media all the time, we'd love to have you join us. I will open the chat and put in our company page on LinkedIn, and you can follow us there to keep up on what's happening. As soon as I get to go to the embassy and give them my fingerprints and they know that it's really me, then in the beginning of the year, we will actually get started with getting everything set up. And we can't wait to see who from Global Chamber will be along with us on this journey. Thank you very much.
Is there anything that we can do to help?
Well, not until I have everything settled with the Estonian government, because we can't do anything official until things get started. So
Yeah.
once that's in, the only other thing is anybody who is good at setting up online marketplaces that do more than just selling. This is a community hub. It's a lot of different things. Anybody who have any expertise in that, I'd love to talk to you and get more insights from others. Thank you. Manoj.
Sounds good. Any questions for
We'll touch
Rhonda?
base later, Rhonda. Yeah.
Say that again, Manoj. I missed it.
You talked about creating a marketplace. So is it a virtual marketplace you're trying to create, or can you
Yes,
brief more on that?
no, it's a virtual marketplace, but it's not only e-commerce, it's also community, it's also matching people. It's got a lot of facets to it. It'll be on a purely tokenized basis. There are lots of moving parts, and something I've never done before. And you're obviously an IT person, and I'm obviously not. So thank you very much. If you put your information, I'll also put my information in the chat. I'll reach out.
Let's connect. Let's connect over the call where we can discuss.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any other questions for Rhonda, please?
Hey, Rhonda, this is Pankaj. Probably we know each other for many meetings for last 3 years.
Mhm.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I visited Dresden for Semicon as well as couple of other conferences. We are looking for FDI, foreign direct investment partner. You are in Germany, so it
Mhm.
will be a great. Probably just share your email ID, then we can share offline all the details.
Wonderful. Great.
So I met lot of people, but I am in US, they are in Germany, they are European country. It's tough to working with them, but if they saw you as our partner, it will be easy for us to connect. So I have another partner in Netherlands. She is working. So we try to get in touch. So we'll talk offline. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'll put my details in the chat.
Pankaj, you mentioned earlier before we started the recording that you met someone at Global Chamber. I think you said Dennis. Um,
Yes, his name is Dennis. So you
and
know him. You know him. He is your member.
well, tell
So
me more about what that means. Who is he, and then why is that a good client for you?
yes, because 19th I joined whole day. So you know that the whole day I spent there as well as all. Finally, when we are in the fifth floor, we are finishing our day. That time I met him. He is a really nice guy, and his full name is, I'll send you the details in the email with his signature. So don't worry.
It's
So
so
he
it's.
is my
I
client.
would like to know,
Yeah,
but
he is my client. Now we tried in April, it didn't work. Again started. Now it is working for him. So it is good for you also, and he also will be joining on 18 February. We will be not talking. Our US Pioneer Global VC successful customer will talk on 18 February. So
so
that way,
why I'm asking you about this is that I'm really trying to understand why that's a good client for you so that everyone can understand
yes.
what a
So
good client.
I'm
So
sharing you
why,
the chat window, his details, so you know him personally. So he is from Arizona. He joined 19 February. From there, now 26th, we are trying to help him 10.5 million USD to funding his company.
okay. So this is an example of a company that is looking to get funded. There, I presume that they're an exporter, and you're able to get them money to be able to expand their operations. Is that basically what we're talking about here?
Yes, they are company AI agent like a Gentic AI, and they are doing the tax fraud, all this. They have a customer in Africa as well as. So I'll share details here in the chat window so everyone can. This is a success story of Global Chamber as well as 19th, like a last year. We are connecting. We try to help them. I'll share with all. Everybody can read it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I did my best. So is
This
there
is
anything
this
else?
is this is agentic AI company looking for funding.
Okay.
19th February we met him, and he is
Perfect.
you know him, but you have too many people around the world. You forgot his name, but he is my client. We try to help him funding. So this is my trump card. I'll be not talking. I'll be sitting there. He will be talking instead of US Pioneer Global VC. The customer
You know,
success story.
I'm mainly trying to help
Yes.
you. And what I'm trying to do is just make sure that everyone recognizes that even though it's a little hard, at least I have a hard time understanding exactly generally the specifics of what you're doing. The general aspect of what you do, I think, is very understandable, and that is when companies are expanding internationally and they're looking for sizable amounts of funding, you're able to get them the funding. And so here's an example of it doesn't really matter who it is, but it's a company that's growing and growing internationally, and you're able to set them up to be able to get funding. And that's something that's very important. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for being part of Global Chamber, and thank you for, it sounds like, sponsoring the Semiconductor Summit, which is, by the way, everyone, it's February 18th. It's the fifth annual Semiconductor Summit. And if any of you tie into technology, from the standpoint of the semiconductor industry, it's definitely one to participate in person in Phoenix or virtually, but definitely in person this year, because one of the things that the organizers of this event, which our Global Chamber members are putting it together, really want to do is uh, allow and facilitate attendees, in-person attendees, to connect up with other attendees. That's really hard to do virtually, and even though I think they want to do more of that virtually, I think really the value will be for people to attend. And so, if you have any questions, there is the event up online on February 18th, and if you have any additional questions that you have having seen that, please let me know, because I think this is an important market segment globally. Phoenix, where our headquarters is, happens to be right in the middle of a lot of this activity, and I think it's an important market segment to be part of. Thank you, Pankaj, for bringing up that content. Appreciate it. Let's keep going around the room. Is there anything else, Pankaj, that you wanted to share?
No, we are only FDI. We do the FDI, foreign direct investment around the world. We have tons of investors. Probably you know a lot of them. And Murat, probably we connected through you as a Murat. He is my another like a biggest friend. He taught me everything from the scratch. Probably you know, Doug, when we connected with you, my English, my writing, my everything, the way I talk. Yes, everybody does that. I also did. So Murat taught me everything for last 3 years. He is my biggest friend, Murad Wahib. He is in San Francisco. Through Caesar, I connected. He is my one of the investor, but he is in San Francisco. So
Okay.
for last 3 years, not only Dennis, as well as investor, as well as that's why we are growing with a investor network as well as client network both. So this is a single point place where global chamber is a success story. So this is our success story. Murat is our investor, Dennis is our client. They are talking Monday 10 million debt. So everything is done. So we are working, and definite 18th February will be there with Dennis. Hopefully he will get the money. Let's see.
That sounds great. Thank you very much for sharing. Let's keep going around the room. And Khalid Munir, you're an executive director, and I understand you and Mona are shifting your roles, which is awesome. I love the teamwork that you have in Central Florida. You're so connected in so many ways. Thank you for taking the time here on the Friday of a holiday couple weeks. What's going on in your world? Is there anything that we can do to help?
Sure. Great to meet everyone, especially on a holiday. Well, here, after Thanksgiving, everyone gets into a holiday mood. So it's pretty much been a holiday for the whole month. And this will go on till about the 5th of February, 5th of January, sorry. So it's a great time to brainstorm and plan for the next year. So what I see here, I'm here in Orlando, Florida, right now. I'm seeing a shift to a very global uh, business environment. In other words, because of the political and economic instability, etc., in some of these countries, cross-border investments have become very important. For example, I was talking to a partner of mine on the other day, and she's from Paraguay, currently in Paraguay, although she lives in Orlando. And she was telling me there's a lot of investments going from Brazil to Paraguay, in the real estate business and in manufacturing, etc. So Doug, this is where we come in as a global chamber. It's a way for us to connect cross border, to expand our businesses and expand our horizons. For example, I'm going to be in Dubai from 1st of February to the 5th of February, and then in Muscat, Oman from 5th of February to the 10th of February, and I already have significant meetings lined up with the people with business people who are in the real estate sector, because that is my main business. So a lot of developments going on in Muscat, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to be in those three countries for 10 to 11 days. So it's great to have some of our members in the past on the calls who are there, and hopefully I will connect with them. Maybe you could put a note on your website if anybody wants to connect. I will be there physically to meet them. Look forward to this year has really been a learning year for me about global chambers, but now I see how it's going to how I can put all the resources that the global chamber provides and take it to the next stage and convert the contacts into dollars.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'd like to open up the floor, but I'd like to just say three quick things. Number one, uh, Khalid is very involved in the real estate world, and so we do have a weekly global real estate conversation. So thank you for your leadership there. The next conversation is January 14th, so it restarts back up on Wednesday, January 14th, and I encourage all of you to participate there. You mentioned about this global mentality that I think I also see, that the frustration with some of the national issues, particularly those of us here in the US, and the geopolitics is just such nonsense and is not positive toward really what's happening. And that is, people are trading with each other. It's going to happen no matter what people try to do. And so I do sense, Khalid, that similar feeling that there's a lot more momentum toward a global mindset, and we hope to capitalize more on that going forward. And then the third thing I'd like to mention is a call that I had this morning with BMO Bank. They're speaking on January 13th at the Global Chamber Chicago event. It's a virtual event. And they're also speaking in Toronto in person, but it's also a virtual event on January 29th, a Global Chamber at Trowbridge in Toronto. And the BMO people were very bullish on 2026. In fact, their chief economist is going to be the speaker. She said, "I'm very worried because everyone feels like 2026 is going to be a great year." And so there's a lot of momentum, even more than the U.S., stronger than the U.S. and Canada results, and and this is really good. So I don't know, Khalid, are you one of the bullish people for 2026, and how are you viewing the market and how you're going to react to it?
Yes, I agree with you. I think 2026, especially for me, should be a good year because we've been working on a number of projects and now they are converting into the final stages. For example, we've been working on a cricket project for 6 years. That is really taking shape. That's a $900 million project,
Yeah,
and it's here in Orlando, and we met the player the all the stakeholders, etc. We've got everything together. Now we're just about ready to launch that in the next 3 or 4 months. Apart from them, as you mentioned, the business, especially in the real estate sector, is it will grow because the investors are looking for opportunities, a lot of them overseas. For example, Muscat is a great growing, it's the next Dubai of the Middle East. So that's why I'm taking a trip there because I've had people that have uh, mentioned the lot of interest in investing in other countries apart from the USA. So I think we have to, as a global changer, we're really very well positioned to put parties together, to put the investors with the developers, and then look forward to a great 2026 under your leadership.
brilliant. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
Hey, Doug, I have a question for Khalid, if I
Yes.
may. So Khalid, you mentioned about someone that's working with Paraguay. Will it be possible to put me in touch with that person?
Sorry, working on what?
With Paraguay, with the country of Paraguay.
Oh, Paraguay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, just I will put you in touch. He will be back next week, and we are developing some projects in Paraguay, mainly connecting with the real estate developers there. So, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, because Paraguay is,
I'll
as you said, it is very hot. I've been reading a lot about the country, and so it would be great to
Sure.
invite
I'm going to
him
put
to
my contact in
join
the
my.
chat box,
Thanks.
and then you can just send me an email or just text me, and then we'll talk.
Thank you, Khalid. Let's now go over to Manoj of Pace Wisdom IT Services. Manoj, thank you for. I think you guys renewed recently, so
Yeah.
thank you and welcome back. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help right now?
Yeah. Just a quick brief on what I do in terms of our organization. So, Pace Wisdom Solutions is broadly a software development firm. So, wherein we've built a lot of applications, web applications, mobile applications, a lot of ERP solutions. We now have 14 AI agents that can actually what do you go take over the customer service activity both inbound and outbound. Happy to give a demo whenever you guys have the time. So that's a quick brief on what I do as an organization. I'm looking forward to technical consultants in US, people who've been a part of solution architect, people who have been consultants on the technology side would be excellent connects for me, and that's the kind of relationships or contacts that I'm looking forward to. Doug?
Sounds good. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Manoj? Uh, the types of resources that you're looking for in the U.S., what would they look like? What kind of skill sets do they have?
They would typically be architects, solution architects. They would typically be technology consultants, people who've been a part of some services, IT services, or solution-based firms, more
Nice.
related to technology.
Okay. Very good. Definitely something we can help with. Thank you very much. And definitely interested to learn more about the solutions that you have and get an update on that. Thank you for offering.
One more I would add on is we have a full-fledged bouquet of IT AI agents that can actually pick up a lot of tasks, learn by itself, and then perform tasks that are very similar to mimicking an accomplished human doing that. So that's also one of our skill sets, putting that on the table. So yeah, so people who had some value to that, happy to connect with them.
That sounds great. Thank you very much for sharing that. Let's keep going around the room. Demetris Evans is in the room. She's our board chair for Global Chamber Chicago, but even more important than that, she's an attorney and she helps people with their international adventures, some of which turn into calm, easy, simple activities. And sometimes fate gets in the way and weird stuff happens, and she helps people resolve those weird things. And so, Demetris, thank you for joining. Are you able to say hi right now? I know. Oh, you are.
I
Okay.
am. I am. Thank you so much. And good morning from Chicagoland to everyone. Happy holidays. I am sitting here with my family. We're still by the tree, and I have a 13-year-old, so we enjoyed her watching her with her gifts and everything like that. Really fun. So I thank you for that introduction, though. That was amazing, Doug. I am having the time of my life as this will be my third year as the chair for Chicago Global Chamber. And yes, we are expanding and we are just getting better and better. In my kind of daytime job, I started the Evans International Law Firm. We're a law firm based in the Chicago area. We work with international companies and investors on their operations in the U.S. And what does that mean? We're doing a lot of transactional work and IP protection. I'm interested in connecting with any kind of firms, any professionals who are working with clients that are expanding into the US market. I recently got licensed in, like, if there were local things in New Jersey. So licensed in Illinois and in New Jersey, but also have like a large reach, mainly thanks to Global Chamber. So if you have clients who need US legal support, I would love to connect. I'll put my information in the chat, and everyone enjoy the rest of your holiday. And this is going to be, I mean, with the economist that we're having on the 13th, I'm with her. I'm with everyone. This is going to be a fantastic 2026. Be global, everyone, and be unstoppable.
Thank you. What you sent over to me in terms of the 2026 plan looked amazing, and really I got excited, really excited. So I look forward to a more detailed conversation than in the next days. And that event is January 13th. It's a little bit of a weird time for maybe most in the world. It's 10 a.m. Pacific. So it's like 11:30 in India, as an example, PM. So that's not so cool. However, one of the great things about Global Chamber events is that you can register and you can get the recording directly sent to you. One thing that we're doing now with Globi is we used to give almost everyone all events, and we don't do that anymore. So you have to talk to Globi. You have to fill out that form, the member form, and then Globi, based on your input, will direct events to you. And so please do that if you haven't already. I think many of you already have. But if you haven't, please get the form. And if you don't know where the form is, let us know and we can direct that to you. Let's keep going around the room. Divya Ramasamy of HR, does HR services. She's based in India as well. I hope it worked out, Divya. Did you end up getting your visa for Poland? I've had my fingers crossed, but to me, this was one of the examples of how amazing the global tribe is, because Divya was looking to get through the consulate of Poland in India, get her visa to go to Poland. And it was late in the day in India. She said she needed a couple more things, like people to visit, like she needed their name and number in Poland. And she was going to be visiting the consulate the next morning. So it was late at night in Poland. And so I reached out to three members, two of whom went above and beyond the call of duty and were able to get Divya all the things I think that she needed. You never can predict how these visa people react to it. However, I was just really impressed by both of the members, one of whom is Joanna Moore, who's a long time member and partner. And also the other one was the lady who's our executive director in Poland, and I'm blanking on her name, but both of them were amazing. Divya, can you say hi? And did you get your visa?
Miss Agatha. Miss Agatha.
Agatha.
Good afternoon, Doug. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? And
Oh,
how can we help?
I'm good actually. I'm not getting my visa right now. Most probably is processing. And
Okay.
good morning and good afternoon to everyone. I'm Divya Ramasamy. I'm having India in company is the manpower recruitment agency, and we registered with Ministry of External Affairs. I'm looking for globally very good partners for the whose they are needed for the manpowers like blue collar and white collar. I'll share my all the details through chat. If it is any requirement in your side, kindly contact with me. And wish you a happy Christmas and wish you a very happy New Year for all of them. Thank you.
Thank you. So Divya would, in Poland, for instance, or in Greece, as we tried earlier and not successfully to get the visa this time because of some timing related to an event that happened too quickly, was that helps these companies, say in Poland, to be able to access Indian workers and also other HR services that Divya is able to provide. So hopefully you'll be able to head to Poland here soon. And if any of you know companies that would like to access resources from India, talent from India, and particularly Divya, the countries you're looking at in the next months include Poland and the Czech Republic, and what were some of the other countries? Greece would be another,
Greece and Austria.
and Austria. Okay, and actually, that then we should, Cesar, there's a connection in Austria that I think would probably make sense for Divya. Thank you very much, Divya. Does anybody else have any questions for
Thank you.
Divya?
Thank you so much, Doug. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And hearing none, we'll just keep going around the room. I encourage all of you to put your contact information in the chat area. I know some of you have already, and share. Let's go now to Nikhil Chef. Nikhil helps companies access RFPs and new business, and you really are quite phenomenal. I've seen some of the work here recently, Nikhil. You've been a member for a while, but now that I have a deeper knowledge of what you actually do and how you very specifically help, it's quite phenomenal. So congratulations on the progress that you've made. Are you able to share now who you would like to meet and how we can help? Nikhil, are you there?
My apologies. My
Oh, there you
apologies.
go.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Doug. Pardon my appearance. I've just been out from a late night walk. It's almost 10:15 here. And so, no, it's really kind and gracious of you and Mr. Caesar and Global Chamber to talk about Envision Advisory, about my firm. The thing is, I'm not as much a great talker. The only thing which I do best with my clients, with my group of select clients in New Zealand or Australia, or in this part of the world, in Asia, or even in UK and Europe, I just give them business. Once the money flows in, once business flows in, once people start earning in the form of relevant inquiries, in the form of closure, in the form of sales getting closed out of those inquiries, I think we are all happy. We just go and have a peaceful night, and we just go and have a great year. So I think, yes, I do have certain private video testimonials, one of which I had shown you. And there are more client testimonials which have come in. And I am sector agnostic. I am an international business advisor. I work to promote India. I work with the Australian and the New Zealand government, as well as with the US Department of Commerce, particularly, and the Canadian government. And of course, the British, German, and French, on and off. We have been working on certain projects to promote ties between those countries and India and Middle East as well. So basically, any part of the world, we work with that government, we work with that public or private sector entity, public sector entity to be precise. Like, for example, there's the Frankfurt region, there's the NRW region, the North Rhine-Westphalia region of Germany, there's the Bavaria region. So these regional government contacts do get in touch with me occasionally to see if I could introduce some of my clients to them and help them enter into Germany. And so it's vice versa also. I do introduce them. So I think at the end of the day, anything which promotes global trade, as Mr. Doug rightly said, no matter what goes on in the world, people will end up trading with one another, irrespective of the geopolitics. So I think, yes, we do promote ties with all parts of the world from a government point of view. But more importantly, we do work with private sector enterprises. We work purely, as Mr. Doug rightly said, we work purely on an RFQ basis. Mr. Ramaprasad got introduced to me via known contact, and I've had some pretty good discussion earlier, a month or two ago, with him. But I think what I'm trying to tell you, gentlemen, thank you all for being here. But it's just coming down to pure business. It's just coming out to pure RFQs, pure inquiries, which can give you results, pure connections, rather, which can result into some sort of a tangible target, like Mr. Khalid rightly said, maybe conversion into dollars. So I think that's what matters. Relations are good. I mean, don't get me wrong, relations always help. But at the end of the day, you need that conversion. So I think I'll just end it at that. I'm open to sharing certain private video testimonials of a lot of my sector clients. As I said, I'm sector agnostic. I work with the top law firm in Britain. I work with the top chartered accountancy firm in New Zealand. I work with the top real estate player in Australia. I work with some of the top engineering and engineering composite companies in India. So, I mean, these are just some of the names, but I'm happy to give you a better idea over a private video screening of some of the testimonials of some of the detailed nature of work in terms of numbers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving some specific examples of some of your clients. And so these are clients who often are looking for more business around the world. So you have the capability to find them clients in different countries. If you had to look at the top 5 countries where you'd like to work in 2026, where would they be?
There would obviously be Europe. I'm not going to say countries, but there would be most parts of Europe, North America, Oceania, and of course parts of Middle East. So I think I would like to stick to these 5 here.
Okay, very good. If you know any companies that are interested or that are based there and want to grow there, please talk to Nikhil. Thank you, Nikhil. Appreciate it. Happy holiday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Luke. Happy holidays.
Yeah, let's go to Nima. It was earlier mentioned about Tanzania. Nima, are you available to say hi? You had a great year. You worked very, very hard to get a very significant event accomplished back in July with the presidents of Tanzania and Zanzibar involved. And now in 2026, you're looking to do a second event in a different country, but nonetheless in Africa. So thank you for your leadership. I don't see you unmuting or, oh, there we go. Okay, wonderful. How are you, Nima? Happy holiday.
Happy holiday, everyone. It's really hot in Tanzania right now. So,
how hot is it?
But thank you so much, Doug, and thank you everyone in the call. I'm happy to see Ram. Yeah. In 2026, we're looking at the conference in Namibia, and I think Namibia is really doing great. With the woman president she has shown us very positive things that she has been doing, like paying debts and all, which a lot of African countries have not been able to do it. But also, I'd love to talk about Tanzania. I know there's been a lot of questions about what will happen because of what happened in October 29th in the election day. But I think Tanzania is still the place to be and the place to invest and do business. There are a lot of opportunities in Zanzibar and Tanzania mainland, but also green opportunities in Namibia. So I'm looking forward to have everyone next year in our second conference, and also networking more with Tanzanian businessmen and also the government. There are a lot of opportunities which we are looking at. So thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you. Is there anything that we can do to help with the conference in Namibia?
Oh, yes. So as we know that Namibia is surrounded by 5 countries, and the agriculture in Namibia is more of pastoralism, animal, livestock, and also they are going into green energy, which is coming. So I would like to encourage everyone, as you know, that everybody is saying Africa is the new market, upcoming new market, and everything. But there's a lot to learn before we all say that it is an emerging market. There's a lot to get to know about Africa. So I would like to welcome everyone who is on the call. I know we have so many people from different countries to come to Namibia in person. And there, it's not only Namibia. Namibia will be the host, but then we'll have other countries from Africa who will be there, and the government, and you'll get to learn more about what Africa is up to and what it's going. One thing that we have been receiving is that a lot of countries have been scared to come and do business in Africa because of scammers. But this is the word that I give to everyone, that even in other countries apart from Africa, as Africans, we have been scammed too. So it is good to come and get to know each other and see how we can do business and trade well. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you. Yes, Rama,
That,
do you have
Yeah, I have a question for Nima. Nima, what is this about Burkina Faso? You know, there's a lot of talk about Burkina Faso and all the good work that they're doing. Is it just on the media or is it on the real ground?
It is true. Traore is doing a lot of work, and also we know that there are three countries that around they have joined together to support each other. So what you see, it's what is there. So that is true. What you hear about Burkina Faso, President Traore is doing really great.
Okay, and a lot of good news about Uganda and their potential to grow big because of all the gold deposits that they have found. Is that also a fact?
Yeah, but what I'll say, a lot of gold in East Africa is coming from Congo. So what
Yeah,
the
Congo, yeah.
governments have done, yeah. So what we are doing is, the governments have claimed when you buy gold and pass through, for example, in Tanzania, you claim the originality is from Tanzania, then resell it. So that is what is happening also in Uganda and other parts. And we
Oh,
can see what is happening with Rwanda and Congo. It's all the same. So there's a lot of shift in East Africa right now, in Uganda, in Tanzania. 2026, we're going to see a lot of changes, especially in the mineral sector, where
yes.
we are all shifting to processing and industrialization. So there's a lot of big change, but we, with the support of Global Chamber, we believe we are going to have, sustainable investment, which is something that I'm really looking forward to in 2026.
Okay, thank you, Nima. And I've sent you my details. And I'd like to have a personal talk with you sometime when you are comfortable and you are at your convenient time, so that we'll take these discussions further.
Thank you so much, Rama.
Thank you, Nima. Thank you so much.
our last speaker is Brandon Matuki, who Global Chamber Mombasa, very successfully pulling together the advisory board there, and I've met some of the leaders there, had a great meeting recently. Brandon, is there anything that you would like to share, any help that we can provide? Are you
Hello,
available
Doug.
to speak?
Yeah, thank you, Doug, for the introduction. It's really amazing. And thank you, everyone, for joining in today. I know it's Boxing Day. It shows a lot of initiative from everyone. And that's really progressive. With Global Chamber Mombasa and Global Chamber Nairobi, I think we are looking forward with great enthusiasm. We are very enthusiastic for the year to come. What we are looking for is how best to position Global Chamber to tap into the emerging opportunities that are coming up in the region. And we are looking for opportunities in terms of B2B and B2G. As a country, the country is looking to transform from a net importer to a net exporter. So that means a lot of opportunities are going to come in terms of value addition. In the real estate is a big area. Agriculture is another area. Minerals is also another big area, especially and then in both B2B and B2Gs. With B2Gs, government has come up with public-private partnership initiatives that we are looking to tap into in the coming year. So yeah, we are very excited for what's coming ahead, and we welcome anybody who's interested in investing in the country, and especially looking to set up shop in the country. I think we are positioning ourselves as your best viable option for anybody looking to invest in these areas. The board, as we mentioned, the board is coming in place. We'll be resuming on January 7th. And our immediate focus is now on terms of linkages with the government and the county governments as well, and also linking up foreign investors with local companies on the ground. So far, so good. We've made great progress, and we've been well received across the country. And I said, Doug, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you for your leadership and thanks for the great progress. That brings us to the end. You're all members. Thank you all for being members. Thank you all for your support and collaboration. And thank you for attending today on Boxing Day and just in between all of the holidays. This is our last League of Extraordinaries for the year. The next one is on the second Tuesday of the month in January. And I believe we're kicking off next year with January 5th, the Monday. We have a series of in-person and virtual events culminating that week in our monthly cultural conversation on the 8th, Thursday, and then our news program on the 9th of January that kind of takes in all the things that are going on. And so we'll have a special preview 2026 session on the 9th of January, Friday. Cesar, is there anything that you would like to share before we close the room?
Thanks, Doug, and thanks everyone for attending. I just wanted to share the event that we have starting in half an hour. We don't know how many people want to join, but if we have time, it's all about legal and AI, specifically with Chris Bennett, a member in the DC area. And I'm gonna make sure to put the details in the chat. So before you go, take a look, and if you have a chance to join us, you're more than welcome.
I think this might be it here. Let's see, Globinar, what's up in global law? And I think it must be an AI conversation. And so I guess that's probably very appropriate given the way the world this year started and the way it finishes, in the sense of we all need to be fully immersed in AI. And Globi is a great example of that, where we have our own AI tool. We're using it every day to be able to find connections, and then more and more we'll be utilizing that within Global Chamber. Thanks everybody for taking the time today. Thanks for all that you do, and please feel free to reach out anytime. We're here to help. Thanks, Demetris. Love you the hearts, and love all of your leadership as well. Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Doug. I just had a quick question for you and Mr. Caesar. Is there any chance that we could get Globi rolling out in the month of February? Because I'm really I'm eagerly looking forward to using Globi in a short span of time to connect with. Yeah.
It's already available, so meaning that we can use it and we're using it. So we're anxiously looking to roll it out to members directly, and some members are. So I can't be specific about the detailed rollout. Cesar would be really the one that will have his finger on that, and he'll also be able to help you in the meantime. So thank you for your interest, and I know you'd like to meet some more folks. We look forward to it.
Great. Thank you so much. And Mr. Caesar, I look forward to your feedback in terms of, when can we possibly look at accessing, members like me can look forward to accessing Globi, and yep.
Thanks, Nikhil. Thanks, Cesar. Thanks, Manoj. Appreciate you joining. Thanks, Ram, and Nima and Brandon. Take care, everybody.
Thank you all, and wishing you a very, very happy 2026. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year 2026 to everyone. Yeah.
Happy New Year
Happy
to
New Year.
everyone. Look forward to seeing all of you in the coming year.